Back again with a video that is a little bit different than what I usually do. As you can see, this is obviously not a speed paint video this time, but instead we're gonna be playing a little bit of Tomodachi Life because I want to introduce you guys to my Tomodachi Life OCs. This here is the island of Stay Silly, and this is an island I made on a different save file than usual on Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. And Stay Silly is a pretty special island because every character, basically every character at least, is a clown, and they're all very silly, very fun. And I want to upload them to my Artfight profile as like a big multi-character, but if you guys want to attack them, you gotta know who they are first. So I thought I would introduce you guys to my lovely little clowns, and you guys could get to know them, see them, and this would be just a cute little video to have in between my other normal content on the channel. So let's meet my little Tomodachi Life Miis, let's see them, let's see if they are up to anything weird. And yeah, let's see how cute these little guys are. This is our first Mii. This is Dawn.
Do you have a moment?
I guess she wants a bench on the beach. Dawn here is the very first Mii I made on Stay Silly. I made Stay Silly mainly because I was just very eager to play the game again when it was just the demo that was out. And I had originally done a playthrough of Miitopia with clown Miis. And I thought it would be fun to do the same thing for Tomodachi Life, so I thought I would make an island just full of clown or clown-adjacent characters. And yeah, Dawn was the very first one I made there, and she is super cute. She's got like a pink and blue aesthetic, she likes wearing bright colors, and yeah, she's kind of like one of the main characters of the island, I would say. And it looks like she's taking a nice fat nap on this bench over here. Next up is another weirder character. Stay Silly has become something of a collaborative playthrough with me and my friends, and this gentleman, I guess, here is Balkoon. Balkoon is, he's a soccer ball. He's supposed to be a soccer ball, or inspired by a soccer ball. The lore for him is that he's kind of like a retired Olympic level, like, sport ball of some sort. He's 150 years old, the oldest you can be in this game. And I guess he's gonna play on the seesaw now. He is a weird man. He's just very strange. My friends really just had fun making him as the second Mii when we were still playing the demo. And I want you in your head to imagine what you think this guy sounds like. You're probably hearing a little bit of it right now in the background, but we're gonna talk to him in a second, and you'll get a good taste of his strange voice that he has. Kind of a rude thing to say. Okay, old man. Yeah, he's a strange guy. He is currently married, actually, to one of my friend's clown sonos that lives on the island. But more importantly to what you guys know now, he is actually the canonical grandfather of Dawn. From which side of the family, I don't know. I got no idea. So I guess you could say she's like 1/4 sport ball, which is kind of a strange thing. Anyway, he doesn't normally wear a frog costume, but that's just what he's wearing today, I guess. And, yeah, he's a strange character. He's got beautiful, glamorous eyes hiding behind those Homestuck glasses. And he is supposed to be a soccer ball, and he's kind of just a weirdo, and it's awesome. And then we have who might be the main character of Stay Silly, and this is Blar. Blar was created when my friends and I were like, okay, so we want Dawn to have, like, romantic partner availability, right? Because we can't just have her grandfather living on the island. That's stupid. So it concocted the idea of like making an emo boy to live in the island because it was still the demo, so we needed just like a third. And as we were making the Mii, she just ended up turning into a beautiful butch lesbian. And we were like, oh my god, wait, she's awesome. We love her. And yeah, this is Blar.
Am I?
She's so sweet and cute. She's just such a lovely lady. Maybe I'll give her a new little outfit right here. That could be kind of fun. She's really charming. She may look a little bit strange. She's like more of a sad clown aesthetic type of character compared to like the other characters so far who are more happy or just weird clowns. But Blar is just like, she's very dapper. She's very like nice. She's well adjusted, which I feel like is rare on the island. I feel like a lot of the characters on the island are just absolute freak weirdos who are not well adjusted. Blar's well adjusted. She's a very dapper lady. Very cool. I thought it'd be nice for her to have some new clothes. Give her a little treat, right? She is our favorite Mii on the island, probably. And you might have noticed in the me select, when I was looking at the list there, that she looks awfully similar to the next two Miis. And you can see there's the brother in there in the relationship chart there. So, oh my god, Garp got into a huge fight. Okay, so Blar is actually, we decided, the eldest of 3 triplets. We just fell in love with Blar's design so much, we decided we'd make 2 more nearly identical Miis for the other available genders in the game. So Garp here is the middle child, he's the brother. They're all triplets, but, you know, it's fun to differentiate which one of them's the oldest or youngest. Garp? I don't know who he had a fight with, that's awfully strange. Oh, Little Gray, oh my god, okay. That's very interesting, considering their history. I'll help you later, Garp. So Garp's thing is that he's the middle child, right? He's the emo boy we were trying to make when we were making Blar. Kind of. He's instead a bit of a weirdo. He's another sad clown type. And his thing is that he's trying to be like a shrewd businessman that cons people, but the thing is that he's a dumb idiot, and he's actually always the one getting scammed. So, like, if you go into his lingo, his catchphrases are like, I've been defrauded, I have nothing. Because, he's always getting scammed out of things. He's actually very naive and pathetic, and business really is not his calling. He's actually a beautiful singer. And, like, every time we've had him sing for, like, a wedding in the game, his voice sounds excellent. Like, his voice just sounds so bizarre. Like a nuclear siren is always what it reminded me of. It reminded me, like, the siren from the nuclear plant that we have. At least where I was growing up. But he sounds beautiful singing. I don't think I have a clip for you guys to see right now, but... yeah, he's always wearing a business suit. He's married to Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, who we're kind of low-key hoping they get divorced. He used to live in the back rooms. Maybe I'll make him live in the back rooms again real quick, just so you guys can see. Because he wanted a change of room for the first time ever, but I miss when he lived in the back rooms. I think he liked the back rooms. He had it for, like, such a long time. This is where he actually lives. He lives in the back rooms. He would get stuck there, I do think. I think it would be very stressful for him. He is the most likely to end up in the back rooms out of all the characters in the island, I think.
This is different.
He's obviously red-themed to go with Blar's blue. And then, of course, Garp and Blar have one younger sibling, Varnish, who is the non-binary one. They have the only haircut that's different from theirs, because Varnish has a little bun, as opposed to just the flipped hair that is shorter that Blar and Garp have. And this is their most classic outfit, is this suspenders outfit.
Fourth twin.
They call us fourth twin, which I think is funny.
I was talking to Green.
And I guess they're a little bummed out about something.
I don't know.
I think if you didn't know these three,
sad.
on the surface, Varnish would seem like the most normal person at a glance. But Varnish is actually pretty devious. I like to think that they're one of the people that actually does scam Garp out of his money and his stuff. Like, I feel like they're a master rage baiter, is kind of their vibe. At least, that's what I think Varnish is about. So I think, even though they seem the most normal— oh, hi Blar— on the surface, I think they are actually deceptively quite devious. Blar is really the most normal of the triplets. Then there's Bluebird Lake. This is the clown Sono, my friend Bluebird Lake, who you can go attack on Art Fight. They have this character up on there.
I'm glad we brought us together.
Their voice sounds like a balloon. We hit randomize on the voice in the Mii Maker, and it just really cracks me up. I'm still pretty impressed with how close we got with the Mii, by the way, to the original, like, drawing that Lake made for them. So, yeah, I'll put maybe that up on screen. You can see the comparison. They're very close, very similar looking. I'm pretty pleased with how the Mii came out. And Lake was like, oh, I want to be on the island, so we put Bluebird Lake on the island.
I think about you, Chef.
They call us Chef. They wear purple. And they're currently married to Balcoon, which is hilarious because Lake was one of the driving forces that made the Balcoon Mii. And that happened after Garp tried and failed to, like, confess to them, so that was really funny. And right now they're not getting along. Like, their marriage is low-key in shambles. They keep having, like, bickerings and stuff, so I low-key think they're on the verge of divorce, which is really funny. That my friend's gonna get maybe divorced from a soccer ball that's an old man. That's just how it goes sometimes. This is Orion. He's one of the more normal clowns. He's another one where I was just playing with the color palette and having fun with the hairstyles. And, oh, it looks like he might be having a bit of a vision right now.
That cloud?
Yeah, he and Varnish have a mutual crush,
Well,
and they have yet to do anything about it, which is
can't get
really
Varnish out
silly,
of
I
my
think.
head.
I suppose that's the whole thing, though, with Stay Silly Island. Orion's a pretty cool, chill guy. he, him, non-binary type bait. He's pretty
Hello?
cool. Oh, close to giving up. You guys have a mutual crush. I don't know what
They
you're
call
on
it
about.
beauty sleep, but it's my brain that really needs it.
He wears like bright blue and other very colorful things. He's a very nice little gentleman, and he's just pretty awesome. Then there's Mango. Oh my god, Mango also had a huge fight. Okay, Mango, who did you fight with?
Grr.
Oh my gosh.
If I felt like talking, I'd talk.
Mango's thing is that she's another clown, obviously. She's a red and orange one. And she has like resting bitch face, so even though she's a sweetie, she
I
like...
got into a fight with Miss Cunt. I'm so
even though
mad.
she's a sweetie, she doesn't emote very well. That's like her characteristic. I'll
Not
help you
until I
later.
calm
I
down.
promise I will. I'm in the middle of
Can
a
you help me
video,
with
Miss
that?
Mango. Mango is actually married to Greem, who is another character we'll meet in a second. Oh, actually, we'll do Greem next, and then we'll do Viral after. This is Greem. Her eyes are hidden behind her bangs.
You need something?
She has a child that's the spitting image of her. You can see her in the thing there. We'll also meet her later.
I was talking to Varnish.
Jeez,
but
she
the
had
convo
a
got
tough
real
conversation
boring
with
real
Varnish,
quick.
which is not fun. Sometimes it happens, I suppose. She's really sweet. She's really cute. We had to do a lot of, like, stupid stuff to make sure she and Mango got together, because they originally had a mutual crush, and then, Greem lost it because she gave up on it, and then she started just fumbling the confession, and we had to do a couple of soft resets to make sure those two got together, but I'm glad they did, because they're a very cute couple. Anyway, this is Viral. I kind of just made him because I wanted to really play with that hair, because that's a new hair option in this game. And I think it's funny whenever he wears a hat on top of it, too. He's like another he, him, non-binary type. Honestly, any pronoun for Viral. Bro's... Oh my god, I forgot that he farts. Bro's just like a little devious virus. Man, he's got a funny voice, because of course he does. I like to think he's like a Saturday morning cartoon antagonist. Not villain, just someone who's antagonistic in a Saturday morning cartoon. I don't know. That's the vibe I get. Oh my god, our clown changed their hair. Okay. Real quick, we're gonna change that real quick.
Hoi hoi.
This is our clown, the Clown Sona for my friend Urklo, who I've mentioned many times on the channel. You know, one of my longtime art mutuals, longtime friends. Go find them on ArtFight. I'll put their profile on the screen here. But this is their Clown Sona on Stay Silly.
Always
This
put
one does
off
not have like an
until
ArtFight
tomorrow
profile on
what
their
you
page,
can
I don't
do
think, so...
today.
I guess if you want to
I
attack
believe
this
those are
character,
the
you can
wise
attack the
words
Stay
of the
Silly
dog
multi-character.
man.
Yeah, they have rainbow-colored acne that looks like funfetti sprinkles. I just think that's super cute. And Urklo drew on the clown nose on them themselves, so that was pretty fun. Honestly, my only gripe about the Meme Maker in this game is that it lacks the ability to color the noses like you could in Miitopia. That's literally the only thing I want them to change about the Meme Maker. I want to get back to making classic clown noses by just coloring the noses. Anyway, here's Hisoka. If you've watched Hunter x Hunter, you know this
Hey,
guy.
Big Silly,
He's basically
has
been lifted
anybody
from
ever
there.
told
He
you
will
that
not
your
be on the
nose
ArtFight
looks like
profile because I don't think
Springtrap's?
he's changed enough to be, but I might as well introduce you to him if we're gonna go to the island. Like I said,
Anime
right
girl
now,
horse betting is a piece of cake for me.
he's into Uma Musume, I guess. Right now he's married to Garp, but we're actually kind of rooting for them to get divorced because we have other ideas for those two. And I don't know, I just think Garp can do better than like scary murderous clown. And I just definitely get the vibe like Hisoka would kill him. So that's the vibe I get. This is Lounge, this is my Clown Sona that my friends insisted that I make. And they're like grease paint white, just like the other Clown Sonas and many of the other clowns on the island. And their design is inspired, of course, by, obviously, myself. But also my beloved Zothman, my lovely little mascot. So, yeah, they're kind of like a weird, sort of magical creature in sort of the way that, like, clowns are like their own species, and like Big Top Burger is kind of how I imagine, like, that's the sort of species of clown that Slown is. And they're just kind of here. Most of the characters on the island are, like, pansexual, but Slown is not, or Clown is not. They're both asexual. And then Hisoka is, like, gay, because that's canonically, like, his thing. And, I'll let you know if there's any other characters that aren't that, but you can assume that most of the characters on this island are pansexual. We've been calling it Pansexual Clown Island, and I think that's a funny thing. This is Miss Cunt. My sister made her. She's kind of like a Bratz doll and a drag queen, and she's basically, like, she's a doll. She's not like a human. She's like a toy. She's really mad because she had that fight. Who'd you fight with? Was it with Garp?
Still pretty angry.
Did you fight with Garp? No, you fought with
I got
Mango.
into a
Right,
fight with
Garp
Mango.
fought with someone else. Miss Gray, that's who it was. She's not usually so mad. I'll get to that later. Jamie made her to be like a yassified little creature. She was like, oh, a drag queen's close enough to a clown. And I was like, yeah, I'll let that count. That's an entertainer who wears a lot of makeup. I'll let that slide. So drag queen inspired Bratz type doll creature. That's Miss Cunt. And she's got like a funny ass name that is just very silly. There's also Lil Grey, who of course, like I said, is beefing with Garp right now. She actually used to have a crush on Garp and he turned her down, sadly. So maybe that's why they're fighting. I don't know. That's all I can guess. She's usually so happy, so it's kind of crazy to see her in this state right now. She was inspired by my friend Lake saying we should make a clown that's like monochrome and always smiling, which she's not doing right now. Blar, help out. Blar, I need you to help. Okay, maybe Blar can save the day. Blar is the hero of the island. We love her so much. She's so goddamn dapper. And maybe she's talking about confetti cake. Maybe that will impress Lil Grey. I don't know, maybe. It worked! Alright, maybe Lil Grey and Garp will make up then. That would be great if they did. Lil Grey is really cute. She's usually happy-go-lucky and very, like, blissful, so it is crazy that she's so angry today. That's rather uncharacteristic of her. But maybe, hopefully, she and Garp will make up. We'll see, though. We'll see. It worked out. Alright, Garp's over it. Alright, they're friends again. Thank God. Alright, good, good. Love to see them not have grudges. That's nice. Anyway, Lil Grey, I try to make sure she's always wearing something monochrome, so if you do draw her for art fight, try to see how black and white you can make her outfit. She is very monochrome. Her room that she has is very monochrome. It's like a white marble room that is very, very grayscale looking. And she's just such a fun little, like, spark of life in this very colorful island, despite her, like, monochrome color palette. And there's Beatrice. Oh, you seem upset about something, too. Alright, I'm gonna give you a new outfit, because you need to wear something yellow, because it's absurd that we haven't given you a new yellow thing for you to wear. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, this is Beatrice. She sounds weird, as I'm sure you've gotten a little taste of, as you heard her talking to me before. And the reason she sounds like that and moves around the way she does, wait, I'm gonna pick her up so you guys can see her walk a little bit, because she floats. She is actually full of bees. She's not like a person per se, as much as she is a suit, and a bunch of bees living their life as a clown. So she's kind of she-they, not just for the gender, but because there's more than one bee in there. And usually the queen is the one doing the speaking, so that's Beatrice. She has bee earrings, she's full of bees, that's why her eyes are always closed, is because she doesn't actually really have eyes, because it's just bees in there. Everything is everything about the way she acts is because she's bees. And she's married to Miss Cunt, which I think is funny. This is Betsy, this is made by my friend Basil. She, they, / no pronoun. It's kind of the vibe on this character. They're very like, they're kind of like a big giant porcelain doll, I guess is the vibe. They're dressed like a steampunk character most of the time. And of course the name Betsy is spelled in the most absurd way we could possibly manage, because we thought that would be really funny. This is Basil's first time playing with the Mii Maker since, like, I don't know, the frickin' Wii U or something like that. So they were a little bit lost, but we tried to help them get the UI a little bit. And yeah, there's Betsy. Betsy is one of the other asexual characters on the island. Living her best life. Painting on the ocean. Honestly, I gotta get back on that kind of grind. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah, Betsy, I'll join you painting in the ocean sometime, I promise. And there's Harley Quinn. You know her from, you know, DC. I was almost gonna say Marvel. You don't know her from Marvel. She's not from that. This is kind of like her Suicide Squad iteration. My sister Jamie made this one.
Think silly?
And, yeah, she's...
My look is lacking a certain
what are you talking about?
Can you get me
Okay, I'll get you a freaking new top, I guess. I just gave you that, though. What is your freaking problem? Maybe the biker jacket. That seems kind of your vibe. There you go. So this is like her Suicide Squad, like, sort of iteration. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the asymmetrical hair, so we did the best we could with the Mii Maker options. I would have really loved to have it split down the middle, but that's just not an option, sadly. At least right now. Maybe they'll update the game and it will be in the future. She's like, you know, she's one of the more normal characters, I guess, on the island. One of her talking quirks is she ends sentences with hee hee hee, which she's refusing to do for me right now.
Win or lose,
There it is.
I always walk my own path. Hee hee hee.
I like the way she says it. It's very funny. She's a great maid. She lives in, like, this neon little house. This is Hadusa. Hadusa is, Hazel made her. She's a clown, kind of inspired by Hazel. And she is a stone statue that... Okay, I'm not gonna play no repeats because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to lock in. She's a statue that sat for thousands of years growing moss, and now she is living a beautiful life on a tropical island. Well, I guess not that tropical, but on a nice little island with these other clowns. Her voice is very fun and magical. She is the only straight woman on the island, which is really funny. She might actually be the only straight character. And, she's currently in love with our next character, who... I hope it works out for them, because I would love it if it did. This is Lent.
If only someone else would join me.
Look, bud, I'm not doing jumping jacks right now. I'm recording a YouTube video. This is Lent, short for Valentine.
Aerobic,
He is...
something on your mind?
Like, this lovecore clown is sort of the vibe. I mean, you can probably tell by just looking at him. He always wears pink.
Hadusa always has something interesting to say.
He is a bit of a weirdo. My headcanon for him is that he's like the eldest son of like a lovecore clown circus troupe or something. And he didn't want the pressure of like being the guy to inherit all that and be the heir for that circus, so he decided he would just live here and run away from that life. But, you know, he still has those like pink aesthetics and tendencies. He just doesn't want the pressure of being like the guy that inherits the circus. So now he lives here. And yeah, his name's Lent, short for Valentine. This is another doll from the, oh god, from the Miss Cunt line. This is Pussy Maddox. Jamie, of course, made her as well. I guess she's about to have a disastrous time with these graham crackers. I sure hope nothing devious steals all these graham crackers from her. That would be so tragic if that happened. Oh god, the pink balloon dogs. Oh no. Yeah. So this is Miss Cunt's, like, sister. I don't think they're actually blood related in the game, but, like, they're from the same doll line. That's kind of the idea with them, so... She's kind of like an iteration from that. Yeah, that's her vibe. And right now she's wearing a cheerleader outfit. She's cute. She wears purple usually. She just wanted something more athletic recently, so this is what she got a couple days ago, and she's enjoying looking at this fire, it seems. Then there's this guy. We have to talk about the Jostler. Oh my god, has he been sitting next to Urclown this whole time and I didn't notice? Was Urclown always sitting next to the Jostler? Alright. The Jostler... first I'll let you guys hear him introduce himself, alright? Let's all listen up, okay? Let's all listen.
My name is Joshua.
Okay, this is the Jostler. He sounds like that. It's awesome. So, my sister was originally trying to make this me, Sir Peepness, who is like the Ken doll from the Miss Cunt line.
My name is
But as she was making the me, she, like, kind of stumbled into this green hair, white skin combo, and all of us were like, oh my god, it looks like the Joker. And, kind of like a seance, I guess. Even though Jamie was at the controls, the Jostler just kind of appeared as if he was made by nobody in particular.
I wonder, what's one thing you like to put on bread?
Oh, I don't want to add lingo in the middle of this video, but how about butter?
Love, compassion, and buttered bread.
He's a weirdo. So the thing about the Jostler is we were all just sitting in a room looking at the TV while Jamie had the controls, and it was like, it felt like being at a Ouija board where it was just kind of spelling out words and none of us knew what was happening, but we were all kind of pushing it. And then this thing came out, the Jostler. And then we're working on the voice, and then as we were doing iterations, like, he said, my name is the Jostler. And we were all like, oh, holy shit, that's the voice. That's the Jostler. Every time we have like a weird, odd, or ugly thing that comes into the wardrobe, we give it to him to wear. He's honestly wearing something pretty normal right now, but, he owns a bunch of weird, stupid clothes. For some reason, Urklo gave him a diaper. I'm not putting that on him, but he does have it. I'm putting the turkey tail on him, though. I think this thing looks good on him. He is a little freak. He is also wearing the Homestead glasses, but small. He's got stupid founding father hair. And I think even though he looks like a freak and a weirdo and sounds creepy as hell, I think he is deceptively one of the most normal guys on the island. It's just that he looks like that, and he calls himself the Jostler. The Jostler. He's not actually the Joker. He's like from a different universe than the Joker. So he's a bit of a weirdo. He's such a freak. We love the Jostler, we hate the Jostler. He just incites strong feelings no matter who you are. And, I guess they're freaking out about something. They talk about a hidden secret. Alright, anyway, that's the Jostler. He's a freak. And he's another iconic main character on the island. This is Sir Peepness. He's like the Ken, like I said, of the Miss Cunt line. He's currently dating Harley Quinn, and other characters are crushing on him. Lent is crushing on him, as you can see, he just ran away.
I don't know.
He's a very chivalrous, nice guy. Like, he's not like a douchebag. He's just a nice fellow who's very polite. Maybe this Greek salad will fix his sadness that he's feeling right now. He's got stars all over his face, so he kind of looks, I don't know, I kind of imagine him having the texture of like a Gen 3 My Little Pony with glitter in it, is kind of how I'm imagining. Okay, I'm just gonna pet your head if you're not gonna like the Greek salad. There, you fixed now, bud? He usually wears a different outfit, which I'll change him into. This is just, I guess he decided to wear something casual today. This is usually how he is dressed, though, is with this. Oh, shoot. You know what he also usually has? He also usually has a sword. So this is usually how he's dressed, is this with the sword. And it seems like he's relaxing on the beach right now. He's got nice blue hair, and Jamie was trying to make him before the Jostler, took over the screen like a ghost. This here is Bird Nest. He is a 100-year-old scarecrow who has a crow in his hair. I'm not playing no repeats, I'm sorry. I really would not be able to focus. You can see it's face paint drawn onto the top of his head there as a crow living on his head. He's a 100-year-old scarecrow. He usually doesn't greet people. He's very cranky. His voice kind of sounds like serial killer voice modulation.
I hate to brag, but I do it anyway.
And he's become great friends with Hadusa. They're roommates. They live in a place called the Grotto. And he's enjoying his best life, retired from being a 100-year-old scarecrow. So he's enjoying his retirement here on the island. Oh god, Quada. Okay, something crazy's happening. Alright, and then there's the puppet. You know her from FNAF. She is basically the same. She's listening to an album called Slurp that Lake made, which is... We all collaboratively made the album cover. It's got moldy bread, it's got a foot on it, it's giving 2000s Nickelodeon Dan Schneider bullshit, is what it is. I just get the feeling this is something she would have won at the prize counter in, like, the Freddy establishment. Yeah, here's the puppet.
Scheming. Oopsies. You caught me daydreaming.
She, floats to walk. She's probably gonna get back to listening to Slurp, though. Yeah. She's one of the few children on the island. She's like an eternal child because she's, you know, a ghost. She's a dead kid. That's just how it is when you're a FNAF character, unfortunately. We might add other FNAF characters eventually, but right now it's just the puppet. This is Bagsby. They are the clown soda of my friend Raggy. And, they are totally crushing on Bird Nest, who was the very first face they saw when they first moved into the island. And, they're blue, they're weird. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're like a creature from a Wii. Does that make any sense if I say that? Like, they just feel like they came out of a Wii. There's something kind of Frutiger Arrow about them to me now that I'm getting a good look at them. They wear a lot of blue stuff. They're trying their best to make friends. They walk like a robot. They're very fun. This is Quada. We'll address whatever's going on with her later, I guess. Quada is... She's usually very confident.
I'm not even sure what this thing
Oh
is.
god. Oh, this is so doomed because Harley Quinn's dating Sir Peepness. She's blue. She's got like the Aquarius symbol on the blush on her cheeks. I mostly was just wanting to play with more colors, making more of the original characters on the island, and so that's where Quada came from. She's kind of like somewhere between like the sea and a constellation. This is Rosa. She is the only child, I think, right now on the island, like, that was born on the island. She is, as you can tell by looking at her, the spitting image of Greem. So she's the daughter of Greem and Mango. She has Mango's red eyebrows, and Greem's basically everything else. She's basically the spitting image of her green mother. I like to imagine she's kind of like a punk kid. Maybe she's like, I don't know, in the yearbook club or newspaper club or something. I don't know. She's like a punky teenager, very grungy. She has the same face paint as Green, but I colored it orange to match Mango a little better. A lot of her mannerisms are a lot like Mango, but she really is the spitting image of one of her parents more than the other. So if you were wondering what Greem's face looks like under her bangs, it's basically like this. And they came up with the name Rosa in the game themselves, and I was like, oh, that's perfect, because it's like a plant and it's red, which is like perfect for Mango and Greem. So I was like, yeah, you guys can keep that name, that's awesome. There's Vladimir, currently wearing the Captain Clark drip. Vladimir is a me I was making because I wanted to make another purple me. And as we were making him, we were all like, okay, well, he looks like his name's Vladimir. Then he came onto the island, and the first thing he started talking about was how good he is at being a girl, so we changed his gender to woman, but he's still he-him, so he's like a he-him woman, he-him pansexual woman, who's low-key kind of a vampire, mostly kind of, a little bit of a loser, but I mean that affectionately. He's trying his best, you know? He's trying his best to find love on this stupid island. And, he's wearing this cute little purple pirate getup right now. He's also very greasy, I feel like. I don't know, he just looks greasy. That's just the vibe I get from this guy. And there's Roy G. Biv. He's also, like, a celebrity on the island. Like, he's one of the lingo people that they talk about. He is the uncle of Lil Grey, and he's got kind of like a Bob Ross sort of personality. He's very, like, easygoing and creative and tries to encourage people.
Needed.
And he's having this
Feel what I'm
crazy
feeling.
dream right now.
Roy G. Biv, the Human X, the Everything Flick, is here.
X the Everything Flick, guys. That's one of the fine creations by my friends on the island. He's got little, like, rainbow sprinkle type freckles all over his face because I thought that'd be really cute. Every part of his, like, character design is, like,
Aw,
meant to reflect as many colors
Thank
as possible. He's got
Just a
purple
dream.
eyes back there, but you can't really see them behind his very opaque glasses. He's just a very colorful, like, mid-century, like, hippie type
what's up?
guy who's just awesome.
You seem
I
hungry.
want him to get together with Balkoon so bad. So maybe once Balkoon gets divorced, we can root for Roy and Balkoon, the two old men. That would be freaking awesome. I think he's in his 60s or 70s, I forget. But yeah, here's Roy. He's awesome. Perhaps one of the sleeper agents of the island, in my opinion. Like, he doesn't get into too much trouble. He minds his own business, but he's just so cool. I love his character design. I really like how he came out. And he's just a fun old man. And there's Smib. Smib is a creation by my friend Dilly. And they are inspired by the One Piece character Perona. And they sound like that. They're very cute and nice. They're one of the other asexual characters on the island. Maybe they like risotto. I don't know. We're about to find out. How do you feel about risotto, Smib? All lowercase name also. Like, Bagsby also had a all lowercase name. But Smib's all lowercase. Oh, loved risotto. Huge. Alright. And, they're living in this, like, little skate park type thing over here. They're just very cute, a little bit mischievous, very silly. Very funny little character, Smib. This is Barry, made by my friend Alex. He was originally going to be the actually meme, but as we were playing with the hair, he ended up turning into this because we looked at this hairstyle and Alex was like, kind of looks like he has the texture of a strawberry. So it ended up turning into like an actually strawberry. Huh, it's kind of a fun aspiration to have. Alright, little man. He's crushing on Hadusa, which is probably doomed. He's very weird and small and pathetic. He's just a little nerd who's trying his best and would definitely get shoved into a locker. That's the vibe I get from him. This is Gex Sayer. She requires a little bit of backstory. She's an Uma Musume. I'm sure you can tell by the fact that she has the horse ears. And in my friend group, the verb we use for playing Super Monkey Ball has become saying Gex. That's become the slang for it. So instead of saying, do you want to play Super Monkey Ball, you say, do you want to say Gex? I don't know why we started saying it like that, but we did. And so now it's become like just a common thing we say. So this is Gex Sayer, which is a funny name for a horse for one thing. But she's a Super Monkey Ball inspired Uma Musume, so she's got like the ball capsule ear decoration. Her design's inspired by like I, the main character of Super Monkey Ball, and like bananas. She's a lesbian is her vibe. She's an athletic little lesbian who's a little horse, and she's very cute. Alex has uploaded her as her own character on Artbyte actually, so go attack her because she's super cute.
If I were new to sushi, what do you think I should try first?
I don't know, I'm not a sushi guy, so how about a bowl?
Sushi is raw fish, and poke is marinated raw
Okay.
fish.
She's very cute. She's a very, like, endearing little goofy character. I feel like she's kind of, like, a little bit of a dumb jock, but, like, a really nice dumb jock, you know? She's just a sweetie, and also she plays monkey ball.
Hey?
And one of her catchphrases is AA poo, which is like one of the things they say a lot in monkey ball too. This is Peachy. She's one of the newer Miis. These last three are all newer characters that have yet to get into drama on the island. Peachy's got like a summer vibe. I wanted to make like a pink and yellow Mii because I love that color palette together. And she's wearing like this cute rainbow outfit. She's got this beachy apartment. She's very cute.
Good evening. I hope you're making lots of awesome summer memories this year.
She has yet to get into any drama, but I think she's a very cute lady. I just am excited to see what kind of shenanigans she gets up to. Then there's Cosmopolitan, who I think has been sitting on a throne the entire time we've been sitting here.
To hang out with.
Cosmo here is my take on a Mii with glowing face paint that looks like stars. And I just thought I would make them have this hair like this, that way it kind of looks like a cloud being illuminated by like the moon and stars at night. And I just had a lot of fun with this Mii. I wanted them to feel like ethereal, sparkly, and incorporeal. It's kind of the vibe here. And yeah, I thought it'd be fun to make like a space-inspired Mii on this island that is just full of strange
A
Miis.
newly discovered species of creature.
And yeah, I guess Cosmo really thinks they're the shit right now because they're having this wonderful vision. Very fun.
Your Majesty.
They have yet, of course, to get into any drama because they're still very new. They have been on the island for like less than a week at this point, so
Yes,
they have a lot more to
yes,
learn still.
Most excellent.
And they have the radiant voice, so they have like a glittery sound effect on their voice lines, which I think is very appropriate because they're very space-inspired. And then last but most certainly not least, we have Ray, who is currently doing yoga, so is not wearing their usual outfit.
Huh. Something on your mind.
Ray here is a ray of sunshine that has decided to become a
Sometimes I like
clown.
to close my eyes and just
And
dream about the past.
he's a little small, but he's very cool. He's kind of like glowing. His eyes are like bright, so he has to wear sunglasses to look at people in public without hurting them. He's got stars and shining stuff all over his face. He usually wears something yellow, but right now he's wearing his yoga outfit because he's kind of locked into his yoga routine right now. Maybe I'll go make him play with Royce, that way he maybe gets changed out of his outfit in a second.
Hey,
He still
nice
has to meet
you.
everybody because he's still really
I'm
new,
Ray.
so
Nice
he's got to
to
be
meet
introduced
you.
to most of the
Ray.
Miis on the island
I'm Roy
still.
G. Biv.
But it makes sense that these two would be friends, right? Like the sun particle and the rainbow guy. Like, of course they would be friends. This is just so natural to me. So there's Ray. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to have, like, a character who's, like, another, like, again, space-inspired, because it is sun-inspired, but he's, like, I don't know, he feels like a sun spirit. There's that orange outfit I was hoping he would put on. So that's what this guy looks like. But yeah, those are the residents of, Stay Silly Island. They are very silly. Oh my god. Please let this be a good omen of Balkun Boober Lake divorce. Yeah, this is a fun little island. They're doing their best. They're a bunch of weird clowns. I hope you guys had fun meeting them and looking at them. And most of these characters, again, they're going to be on Artfight. There's only a few that aren't. And there's a couple that are owned by my friends that will have their own profiles on my friends' pages, but for the most part, these are all going to be part of the Stay Silly profile on Artfight, so if you want to draw them, having shenanigans, or being, you know, silly together, feel free to do that. I'm sure a lot of you followed me for my Artfight videos, so I'm sure you're already following me there, but if you aren't, I'm Aquaspider on Artfight. And yeah, enjoy these guys. I'll probably finish up my dailies later. I gotta edit this video so it comes out. You guys are probably gonna be watching it on, like, Tuesday, I think. Tuesday morning is when I'm gonna put this video out as, like, a nice little in-between thing, between my main videos. I'm working very hard to make sure I have a queue of stuff ready to go during July, so I don't have to worry about making speed paints so much during the July season, since obviously Artfight's gonna be going on, but I also have a couple of various art markets, like the Pokemon Market, the Lake George Games Expo, the Punk Rock Flea Market. I've got all those going on in July, so I'm gonna be pretty busy from traveling and Artfight combined. Plus, I have my part-time job to do, so I'm going to be pretty darn busy in July. But anyway, I just want to get ahead of my work. I thought you guys might enjoy meeting these characters. Oh gosh, wait. Lent is in trouble. Maybe I can get Hadusa to help. Alright, 1 second. Okay, maybe you can save Lent. Maybe you can save him. You know, maybe.
Please help.
Please help. That one's always my favorite of the stupid lines.
Wait. Oh, you're actually
A lot of these
helping
Miis
me?
just have very stupid voices, very stupid gimmicks, and they're all just so wonderful and silly.
What is
I love this island. It's very near and dear to my heart. I very rarely play it by myself. I'm usually playing it when my friends are over, so this is one of the few instances where I'm actually booting up the save file and nobody's around. But hey, you guys are around, you're watching the video, so hey, thanks again for watching. Thank you to my Ko-fi members for making these videos possible. I know this is different than my usual stuff, but thank you to my Ko-fi members. You can join them in the description below for as little as $1 a month if you'd like. I'm looking to get 100 members before the end of the year, so if you're interested, go support me on Ko-fi. My Kickstarter project's still live. At the time of recording, we just hit our goal, so that's very exciting. I'm very pleased about that. So if you want to go support the Mothman Pride collection, get some Pride-themed Mothman and other cryptid art, you can go check it out on Kickstarter, Mothman Pride Collection Volume 3, or you can just click the description in the video and you'll be able to find it there. And yeah, I think that's everything I've got for you guys today. Let me know if you're interested in Art Fight follow-up video, by the way. I think I am gonna make one, but I'll probably post something about it. I've got a poll going on for what the 2,000 sub special is gonna be. That's crazy. Thank you all so much for helping me reach that threshold. That's actually absurd to me that there are so many of you now. So thank you all again so much for letting that happen. That's super cool. You guys, it's very cool to have an audience of you here. I hope you guys like this video. It's very different from my usual stuff, but I thought it'd be a fun way to pace out my videos a little bit, and I thought you guys might enjoy meeting these characters because they are OCs of mine, even if they're not necessarily drawn per se here. Maybe I'll do more Tomodachi Life stuff in the future if you guys like it, because I love this game. It's very funny. It's very goofy. I love it a lot. So, I hope you guys enjoyed meeting the Stay Silly crew. I hope you guys have a wonderful art fight. I'll be seeing you when it starts very soon. By the time you're watching this, it'll probably only be a week away, which is crazy, that's coming so soon. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of Pride Month while we still have it. And yeah, have a lovely day, everybody. And go out there, make some art!